Welcome to a new update, and in this short update we're going to look at XRP. We have not been covering it too much, so it's time to have a price update on that one, especially since we've got some news kicking in, which is not too important because prices are not moving that much, but it is something to take into account, and therefore this update will be relatively short about XRP. But before we continue, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also make sure to check out our partnership with ByBit. You can get 1 month for free for our premium platform, in which we generated 27R in the past 3 months, which is 27% if you take 1% risk per trade. So when we're looking at the markets are boring, and we are waiting for a reclaim of 18k for Bitcoin, because then the triggers towards a relief rally like 2019 is definitely on the cards, especially since the dollar is showing weakness at this point. It is very likely that in Q1 it's going to take place, although the intrinsic market environment has to be updated and has to be getting calm, in which FTX collapse has been taking volumes, has been taking sentiment, has been taking trust into the markets. Although all the proof of reserves and the Merkle tree proof of reserves are taking the trust towards a little bit higher level, but still we've got the fears around Genesis and DCG, which is probably the last one that we should be taking into account. A few exchanges are doing a bit of strange acts the past few weeks, but I think that is all due to the fact that most of the people are into panic and causing a crisis on themselves. So when we're looking at the markets, we are looking at a case where you want to see signals of a potential reversal. Litecoin has been showing strength already, and usually when old altcoins are starting to show strength, XRP starts to follow through as well. Now, a few days ago we've got news, which is that Coinbase wallet, and I quote, "After careful evaluation, we will be removing support for several networks with low activity on Coinbase wallet starting in January 2023, including Bitcoin Cash, Ether Clash, XLM, which is Terra Lumen, and XRP. These routine evaluations allow us to continue investing in new features that make Web3 more accessible." So there's a lot of rumors about this, and people are starting to blame Coinbase and saying that it's shit and blah blah blah. However, if there is just low activity on certain pairs, it is fine that they are removing it, and I think how many people are actually using Coinbase wallet. But regardless of that, XRP is getting removed. All of a sudden people are saying that XRP is getting cancelled and that we're going to get a crash on XRP. But as we can see with the prices of XRP, it is actually not doing too much. We're just consolidating at this point, and we're just waiting for a breakout to take place, and it's very comparable to the price action that we have been witnessing when we were in 2020 and when we were in 2019. So let's have a look at XRP, and when you're looking at XRP, you of course want to take a look at the Bitcoin pair, because the Bitcoin pair often generates a conclusion of whether we're going to get a breakout or not. XRP in itself, and the same can be said about Litecoin, has been going sideways for approximately 2 years already. Litecoin in itself started to show strength as we started breaking up because of the fact that the halving is going to approach. XRP is still waiting for actual breakout to take place. However, it is granting higher lows and higher highs. So we have been going sideways for a long period. We have been seeing this breakout taking place here as well, as we have been cracking the resistance at 17.5. And now we're just consolidating in order to find ourselves a support level before we can grant ourselves continuation, okay? And once we do, most likely we're going to have a massive breakout taking place. So we have been getting these retests here. So we didn't get the actual optimal retest here at 1100 sats, but we do see that we've got a bullish divergence, and then we were reclaiming the actual range low around 1500 sats. Right now we've got a big breakout taking place here, and we are consolidating again, which is very typical for the price action of XRP, which is going to be waiting for a big breakout, which is most likely going to take place if we break this range high. So what are you looking at for potential entries? Of course, if a retest takes place here around 1700 sats, that is a trigger. Then second, we are looking at a retest taking place around 2100 sats because of all those highs and now support. So technically speaking, we are looking for longs here, and then we can start targeting this range high. But also once we start to break through the resistance zone, we are looking at a target of 3700 sats, which is approximately 60 to 80% already. Looking at the USDT pair, it started to expand to the upside, but then FTX collapsed, which is reducing the price. And now we are waiting for a clear breakout to take place. On a daily time frame, triggers are hard to find. Optimally, you're looking at a potential retest taking place here. So then you're looking at 37 cents for a long entry, which has already been bouncing. If we crack resistance on the other hand, which is this high at 41, we are most likely going to continue moving towards 49. So when we're looking at the lower time frames, we can definitely conclude that we're looking at potential longs around this area here of 36 cents. And now we're looking at a potential long to hold, because you want to generate higher lows, higher highs around 38 cents. And if it does, then we've got a build up in which we make higher lows, and then we're looking for a higher high again, targeting 44, targeting 47 cents, which is going to push you in a trade that is going to give you a potential RR of approximately 6. But on the other hand, if the market really wants to start continuing making those highs or reclaim the levels that we were on before FTX took place, and then second, we also got the case of the DXY showing weakness and risk on showing strength, as we know that the Dow Jones is already generating levels which were comparable to April 2022. And if you go back towards Bitcoin at this stage, April 2022 was when we were at 42k. Nasdaq is still consolidating around the highs, but also around levels in June and May, and Bitcoin is still swimming lower levels. So there is a markup to be made on the cryptocurrency markets, which is also pushing or going to push XRP and other altcoins towards higher levels. So in the end, I think that you should still be looking at longs. That is the update for today. Make sure to hit that like button, and I'll be again back tomorrow with a fresh new update and potentially live stream. Have a good one. Ciao.